The 2021 Buffalo Bills defense, led by defensive coordinator Leslie Frazier and head coach Sean McDermott, was on paper one of those most dominant defenses over the last decade. However, there is still some debate over whether or not those dominant stats were inflated by the Bills playing super bad offenses. So today we'll look at this extremely important and pressing issue: is the Bills defense overrated? Now, in case you've forgotten the big parts of the 2021 Bills defense, I'll give you a quick overview right now. That defense was led by cornerback Tre'Davious White until his Week 11 injury, in which case he was replaced by undrafted free agent Levi Wallace. Longtime Bills safeties Micah Hyde and Jordan Poyer led the back of the defense. Linebackers Matt Milano and Tremaine Edmonds were big parts too, and defensive linemen including Mario Addison, Jerry Hughes, Ed Oliver, and Greg Rousseau were all major parts of the defense as well. Now let's look at why the defense was not overrated. Let's begin by looking at the numbers, and they certainly say that the Bills' defensive hype was justified. They were first in offensive yards conceded, gave up the least number of passing first downs in the NFL with just 138. They gave up only 12 passing touchdowns, that's first in the NFL. Only gave up 297 complete passes in the NFL, also first. And they were third in interceptions with 19, and most importantly, they only gave up 289 points, another league best. The Bills also did decent in their sack game, having 42 sacks this past season. Mario Addison led that group with 7 of his own, and 7 other defensive linemen had 3 or more sacks, showing the Bills' strong defensive rotational depth on the defensive line. People supportive of the Bills' defense will also point to how this unit did in the final month of the season, where results mattered the most and the Bills' division crown was on the line. They gave up only 15 points per game, with the most coming in Week 16 against Mac Jones and the New England Patriots. Is it any coincidence that it was during this time that the Bills firmly snagged the division away from the Patriots and they rose to the 3rd seed in the AFC? I say not. They'll also say that this momentum helped the team beat the Patriots once again in the wildcard round, but this isn't the strongest of arguments, which I will get to very soon. Let's get to very quickly why the defense was overrated according to some. Yes, the Bills' defense had 2 shutouts, both within 2 weeks of each other in the beginning of the season, but this unit also gave up 500 total yards of offense to Old Man Brady and got murdered single-handedly by elite running backs in very many games. Derrick Henry put up 143 yards in Week 6, Jonathan Taylor rushed for 185 yards in Week 11 against the Colts, Damian Harris did it for the Patriots where he rushed for 111 yards in the win game, and Leonard Fournette broke the century mark in Week 14, also in that Bucs game. I think you guys get the point. The Bills kind of got exposed on the ground. People arguing this side could also say that in the beginnings of the season, the Bills' defense's elite play disappeared. Some examples including the season opener against the Steelers, Monday Night Football against Tennessee, Week 13 win game against the Patriots, the rematch versus Tom Brady, and of course the divisional round game against the Chiefs. The problem with this argument though is that there are just as many games of the Bills' defense putting the clamps down, such as Week 5 against the Chiefs, the Week 16 rematch where the Bills effectively won the division, and the aforementioned 47-17 wildcard victory over the Pats again. But I do get this point, as some may have a bad taste in their mouth over how the defense played in the Bills' final game of the season. Seeing both sides of the same coin, where do you fall in this debate? Do you think the Bills' defense was in fact overrated, or do you believe the exact opposite? Make sure to like and comment your thoughts down below. Thanks for watching this very brief and oversimplified debate, and I'll see y'all in the next video.